boys and girls, children of all ages, and we are not the New Age Outlaws. We are here on the best thing you should be listening to tonight because we are not a sporting event. We are covering things that are actually valid and not paid off to do this. This is Strong Sheet, and I am your host, the ruler of all hosts, joined alongside by the man who has a good shoulders on his head because he has no neck.
I have a good head on my shoulders because I have no neck to support it.
I know what I just said. He's the boulder. He is the other man of this hour, Anthony Pierce, joined also the Golden Ace, Isaac Bell, and the Bollywood Playboy, Mick. How y'all doing tonight?
Wrestling is real, people are fake, and screw the Patriots.
We are going to keep this podcast from this point on. This is NFL free, football free.
Let's go Lakers! You said football free, so let's go Lakers.
Let's go
Blue Devils. Go Duke Blue Devils.
Dub Nation all day. Duke ball!
Duke ball sucks.
Yeah, but we got a dub on Wednesday. We got a dub on Saturday. So
Barely.
barely.
Don't you got to play them again?
Yeah, in Charlottesville. But hey, they not undefeated no more. Who's to thank for that? You're welcome, college basketball.
That's why y'all still not going to be number one by the end of the week.
You're welcome.
What can you say that you took an L?
We won the game.
Barely. I mean, I am not hating on.
What's going on, James and Jamie and Eric?
Hey, James. Be sure you have your AARP card. We give discounts for that. Jamie. I love James, man. I do.
Hey, James, when is Barton catching on Cena?
No, it's going to cash in on Kari, man. Don't you know? Oh, man. Well, it's okay. Coco got him beat. She lost her title to Danny.
Oh, what a chump.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
I don't
Ask
know.
Eric. She's the one that fucking said it. You were there.
I heard that, Eric. It's in the teens at this way, so I know. It was 60 degrees when I woke up this morning. And now we're in the teens.
Is it really that cold?
Yeah, bro. I checked the weather. It was like supposed to be high was 60, and it jumped all the way down. Well, it's Santa Clara. My fault is 29.
Somebody said, hey, it's in the teens there. I'm pretty sure that's the very small core fan base of Tom Brady. They're all in the teens.
At least they didn't say anything like Robert. What's going on, Jose?
So how is the boulder tonight?
I'm feeling good today, man. I'm a little tired, but tired it never killed me. I keep getting up and keep swinging. Oh, my 7-Eleven rewards card. I gotta keep up with that.
Slide high, man.
Most definitely. So I wanted to bring to y'all a session about all these. I know I really was not planning on talking about AEW for a while, but with everything that's been going on, linked to AEW, my fault, not HCW. Shout out to HCW out in Norfolk. But the reports about superstars requesting their release, I want to say this. Do not believe the hype. Because what you got to realize, a lot of these guys, and that shout out to Iman, he actually brought up the biggest one was the Revival. Iman actually put into the group earlier today that the Revival's contracts are not up until next year. First things first, WWE is not releasing anybody anytime soon. Let's be real. Second of all, do you really think the Revival are going to take the risk of not working for an entire year, having their contract frozen until the end of their contract and not getting paid for any of it? I'm pretty sure both of them have families that need the money, and their families would not be happy if they were just chilling at home, not able to do anything.
Maybe they did ask for their release. You know, who knows? Maybe they did, but
Maybe they did, but at the same time, I feel like it's a very slim to none thing.
maybe they were like, "Hey, if you're not going to use this, can you just let us go and let us go do something else where we can actually enjoy what we're doing? We're not just here to collect a paycheck and do nothing."
Hold on, Jose, are you trolling me right now?
But I think it's not just that. It's also the fact the division is so weak right now. You know,
It is very weak. The tag
It-
division is very weak.
But that is the thing about it being so weak. This is no surprise. The tag WWE is really outside of during the Attitude Era and during the older times. When have they really took the time to really focus on tag team divisions? They've had a few teams out there that's done well, but when you look at the teams that they've had, the Basham Brothers, how long did they last? Deuce and Domino, how long did they last? Eminem, they only lasted but so long before Mercury went about his business and Nitro, aka Morrison, went to being a single star. So it's only they don't really. It's never been something that they've. Oh my gosh, Kevin Thorne. They never really focused the most on tag team division. This is nothing new for WWE. So that's like you saying I'm being surprised because something. That's like me being surprised. I'm sorry. I know that we're not supposed to be talking about football. That's like me being surprised that Tom Brady is scoring touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of a fourth quarter game.
Mhm.
I had to do it. It was the best comparison I had. Breaking news, I still can't see John Cena. Hey, breaking news, I still can't find my neck, so it's okay.
When can you?
You should see my older pictures.
No, I think that's sad about that.
Yeah, I used to have my neck used to be nice and visible in my older pictures.
Yeah, I do remember when I first met you. I remember you had one.
Yeah, Isaac knows. Isaac and I have known each other well over a decade at this point.
Yeah, it did exist at one point in time.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Morrison is definitely better off not coming back to the E. But that's the thing. It's certain guys that we do have to realize that not everybody is built for WWE. WWE is there are certain guys that will work a lot better than WWE. I love the Revival. I might troll the Revival here and there, but to be honest with you, Revival is one of my top 5 teams currently in wrestling. But at the same time, we got to realize they're not real. Their character work is not meant for the casual WWE main roster fans. It worked well in NXT. It'll work well in AEW. It'll work well in Ring of Honor. It will work well in New Japan. All the indie circuits. That's where the Revival's niche is at. They're not really the characters for the E.
Which you think there would be, but
I mean, but that's the thing. And I was talking to another guy, and he's really more of a WWE guy. And he's like, he told me, to be honest with you, he said the Revival to him is boring. And I was like, I can understand that. They're not really the most colorful guys out there. They're really a classic old school type team. So a lot of the classical old school type things now is not going to really draw your typical WWE main roster fans.
Look at Drew and Cody Rhodes when they had the belt.
Right, Cody Rhodes. As great as Cody is right now with what he's doing, he's best off where he's at. The hardcore fans, you and I, everybody here for the most part are hardcore fans. We're going to draw more towards the guys like that. So I'm really happy. This is why I'm so happy about AEW coming along. So now you have AEW, and I'm really looking forward to that. New Japan, Ring of Honor, MLW. I just started watching WOW yesterday, and I'm loving it. So it's other avenues to go. WWE is not the end all be all anymore. You just have to find where you fit in.
You said you just started watching what, Anthony?
Women of Wrestling.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw it Friday night. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. One of the ones that really caught my attention was The Beast.
Yeah, and of course Tessa Blanchard.
And Fire, aka Kiera Hogan, looked pretty good too.
Yes, he was.
she's always good.
Oh yeah. Again, that's the only Hogan I recognize. If I ever hear Hogan, I'm just gonna sing you something like Kiera, okay?
You gotta get some patient named Chris Hogan.
It's not the Hogan I know. It's not Kiera, I don't know her. Chris Hogan, I don't know him either.
But anyway, I'm all for AEW. I just hope they don't hit April where, like Tony Khan, he's doing his best. Last time I heard from Wesley, that was Busy Card. You know how that.
Yeah. But I'm starting to realize a lot of professional team owners are now starting to really focus in on the wrestling business now. You got Tony Khan. Do you know who's running on Women of Wrestling? Try Jeannie Buss,
Yeah.
the Lakers owner.
Mark Cuban owns Access TV.
Right, and he's housing 2 professional wrestling shows on that channel now, New Japan and Women of Wrestling. On top of the MMA show that I'm in, I like the MMA show on Access, so I'm enjoying Access TV. So it's something to look at there. And the one thing that I feel like is going to be different between AEW and TNA is Cody Rhodes. And this is something that Jericho was saying on his podcast. I know you heard it. I don't know if anybody else listened to it. And he was like, a lot of the stuff he went over there, like he wouldn't have gone over there if he didn't feel like they were going to get a good TV deal. He knows he's developed a really strong relationship with Cody and the Bucks. And so Cody being who he is, I feel like Cody is more of Dusty's son than Dustin, to be honest with you.
I agree with that.
And I'm not saying that Dusty's not his son. I'm just saying I feel like Cody has the characteristics that Dusty had. And his mind works the way Dusty did. Jerry Jones has started accompanying my tech.
For the Bucks, Dustin.
WWE, what it used to be when they had the Attitude Era, to what it. The thing about that is, Eric, I feel like in a sense it's gotten better, but at the same time it's not better. Like a lot of the stuff that you were seeing in the Attitude Era, it would not work now. I mean, let's be real here. People are way too sensitive nowadays for that. Gillette is the perfect example of why people are so sensitive. First of all, I don't care about what Gillette does because I use Harry's. And that's even if I want to shave. I haven't shaved since I stopped shaving my hair. I use Harry's.
No, you should.
Huh?
You should.
I love. If I wasn't using Harry's, I was going to use a single blade.
Are you talking about Harry's that German made one?
I can send you the box I have. I got to find the box, but it's a razor. It's five blade. But if it wasn't for that one, I'd be using a single blade razor. So yeah, I've never been a fan of Gillette, but I'm not going to sit here and get so sensitive over something that has nothing to do with me in the first place. I'm nothing like what they put on the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
You can't shave your hit puberty? Wow. I'm 25, but okay.
Still waiting on puberty.
Jamie said that Cody won't hold talent like Dusty did. We'll see.
I very seriously disagree with Jamie. I think that Cody Rhodes does have the promoter talent in the family.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of this stuff is just speculation at the point, and that's what we got to remember. Is all speculation. Is like, what do you think is going to happen? We don't know yet.
I do know some of what's going to happen, Anthony.
I mean, we know what we have, but I'm really waiting to see what we get when it comes time for them to do their weekly television shows. Because I don't know if they're going to be doing live shows. I don't know if they're going to be taping like Ring of Honor is doing. So a lot of that is going to really have to play into what they do.
I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're not going to try to, like, you know, and they've already confirmed this if you've been keeping up with them. They're just going to take it easy. They're going to build it up, and they're going to focus on them. They're not going to worry about WWE. They've pretty much said that they're not trying to be the next Monday Night War or Tuesday Night War. That's not what this is. They're doing them, and, you know, they just want people, you know, any wrestlers that want an alternative or fans, this is what they are. They stated this. This is a fact. These guys, Cody and the Bucks, are some of the best businessmen wrestlers in the business. So I don't think they're going to do ratchet, stupid, and kill this thing before it even gets going.
Oh no, I know they there's a lot of money invested into it now, and I know this is another thing that Jericho was saying. The cons, you got to remember, they're great with money. I mean, they know what it takes to make money. So he's going to have that same billionaire mindset that a typical billionaire has.
So in the Bucks and Cody are by nature businessmen.
Facts.
Cody Rhodes has a family, a dynasty that's known for, you know, over the course of fucking like 30 years promoting and making money out of the business.
Right.
And Cody Rhodes, how old is he now? I don't even fucking know how old.
Cody, he's somewhere around his 30s, ain't he? Because I know he came into the E young.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's like in his late early 30s, like 33.
So I think mid early 30s is a pretty safe mark. I'm going to check it out though.
He's been around a while. He's not rubbing people the wrong way. Hell, he's not even really like making bad rubs to WWE other than
He's 33.
Gets on being the elite.
Yeah, and no, I don't think anybody's really really trying to burn bridges with the E. Like, even Jericho said, like, he's doing this, but he doesn't hate Vince. He still loves Vince. It was like, and actually, to be honest with you, up until he signed with AEW, he kept in contact with Vince over everything. When he first went to New Japan, he told Vince, "Look, I'm going here for a one-off." He left after he got the heat on him for the New Year's Dash thing. He said, "Vince, look, I know I said it's a one-off, and for right now that is the case, but there is a possibility that we're going to be working together again." And Vince said, "All right," even though he wasn't really the happiest about it. He said, "Okay." And when he went back and worked the three-match contract that he had, he told Vince that. So Jericho has kept in contact with Vince the entire time.
Yeah, and Jericho's been around a long time. He knows, like, there's been a lot of wrestlers over the years that are just like, fuck you, I'm doing what I want. That's not Jericho. Cody Rhodes is the same way. He hasn't burnt any bridges. He's pretty much made it obvious when he's in these interviews, very professional, says, look, I wasn't happy in WWE at the time, and people speculate for this reason or that, but he says, you know, like, one of his reasons was that everywhere he looks, it reminds him of his dad. He just needed to get away. now he's wanting to do him.
Right. And I like it. I definitely like what they got going on here. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have in the coming. And it's like, and back to what this whole thing is started from. It's just like you're seeing all these reports coming out about superstars wanting their release. The revival is playing up into the reports about the post. They said no matter where we are, we're still going to be the revival. Sasha's playing along with it, saying "Take me with you." Nobody's going anywhere. Everybody relax. Actually, Maria Kanellis actually came out on social media saying that the reports about her and Mike were false. Hold on. Say it again.
Response to that was posting nudes of Maria Kanellis. I'm not even kidding. This is the same shit that happened with Tony Storm, like a week and a half ago. Is this the same bullshit? These fucking trolls. Look, I did it. Okay, look, I did it to Velvet Sky. In my defense, she kept on, and I said the only reason you were over is because of this, and and shit like that. She was pissing me off. Like she's trying to take credit. She was trying to take credit for what a lot of for all the women. Her and Angelina weren't the only women that were doing it. It was Gail Kim, Elsa Kong, Taylor Wilde, and a bunch of other women who I can't specifically remember. I mean, I wasn't trying to bully Velvet Sky. Velvet Sky was being a fucking knob. And I just get tired of it. I don't care if I fucking got blocked. I don't fucking care. You think I care if Bully Ray thinks I'm a fucking idiot Mark? I don't fucking care. I don't care what Bully Ray thinks. I enjoy his work in the ring, and that's really what it is. Professionalism is professionalism. You don't show me nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Anthony. Here's the thing. I don't have. I feel bad for Toni Storm because a lot of this shit happened, and I'm being honest. I think she was always intended to win that title. I tell people this, it's not a big factor. It was probably a toss-up. Look, Triple H, you say what you want. But back in 2004 and 5, the man was hitting people upside the head with sledgehammer shovels faster than John Cena could kill your push. But the thing is like, all of that aside, the man has given us a really good run on NXT. The man has put together the business. And, and I'm sorry if I'm hearkening back to this shit, but this is a real issue that's just been going on. I'm really getting sick of all these fucking people posting these fucking news of wrestlers and tagging the wrestlers in it. That is not cool, man. Like, Toni Storm, for years, has busted her ass all over the world trying to get where she's at now. The fact that Triple H created NXT territory for the UK and is giving us the talent that we're getting. By the way, trivia question for any of you. Do any of you know who fucking Walter's mentor was? Ishii. Tomohiro Ishii. Thank you. That was his final Rev Pro match, too. Ishii was fucking Walter's mentor, and I knew Isaac was going to know it.
Wow.
Because, so, and that's a big nod to that man. I mean, to the Ishii and Walter. I mean, if I had the opportunity to be trained by Ishii, believe your ass, I'd take it. Probably die, but hey.
Hey, something just hit me. So Royal Rumble is Sunday. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but does anybody else feel like there is no way that we can tell? It's like there isn't really a guy that you can really say might be the one to win the Royal Rumble.
Dude, let's be honest. It's probably gonna be Drew. That's what it's feeling like.
It could be Drew. It could be Seth. It could be AJ.
It's not gonna be.
They can always throw you for a loop. I seen something where Batista was actually teasing an appearance, but I hope they don't go that route again.
But Batista wants to fucking fight Triple H. That's what he wants. He doesn't want to come back for anything but a fucking feud or a match with Triple H. He is more than willingly acknowledged this over the last 2 years.
Hell,
I mean, the SmackDown 1000 didn't give it away.
yeah. He goes to clue at SmackDown 1000. One more
That
thing.
was still funny.
Oh yeah, that was a great promo. That was probably the best part of SmackDown 1000.
He said, this man has done everything except beat me.
And they were really setting up for that. And the only thing that's holding it back is Triple H's health at this point.
But Triple H is in phenomenal shape.
He is, but he hurt himself pretty bad at Blood Money. My fault. We're calling it best in the world. We're calling it WWE World Cup now because that's what Braun Strowman called it.
No, it's WWE US Cup Open.
Thank you.
There you go. But now I was just calling the box that Braun Strowman called it in his bad promo.
It was bad. It was a bad promo.
But does anybody really care about promos for Blood Money? Did any of the wrestlers actually seem invested in that show?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Undertaker looks like he was just phoning it in. I mean, seriously.
He's probably like, what am I doing here? What are we doing here? Should be retired.
Also, speaking of Royal Rumble, it just slipped my mind too. It'll come back to me.
I do have a question, because this is a question I was talking to Tori about earlier, and I got his opinion. To be honest, you guys know they love this nostalgia act bullshit. You know they're going to slip somebody in there. Who do you think at this point? Who could they really bring in?
Well, Triple H's both of his quads are blown, so he's pretty much out of the conversation. I don't know if there's anybody that I would like to see though. Kevin Nash his knees are as bad as mine or worse than mine. No.
He can't do that quadruple moonsault on one side of the ring anymore.
He can barely walk as good as he walks about as bad as Khali.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. Like, you know, and Tori said The Rock. Yeah, that's not gonna.
But isn't he still working movies? He has a lineup.
No, he's doing like he's doing that competition series and something else. And that other show that he's promoting. He's tied up, man.
Oh yeah.
And Austin is not coming back to the ring. And they're probably gonna want like a former Royal Rumble. And the thing is like I told Tori this is before y'all make a guess. There's two people that in mind that they can have because I don't see Undertaker. Undertaker can't. He looks terrible in the Rumble.
RVD?
Kane's not going to do it. Huh?
I would like to see RVD have one off at the Rumble.
He has been teasing to return. There's also Ken Shamrock, but I don't see that happening.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the newer fans won't know who Ken Shamrock is though.
Yeah, I knew who he was before he was with the F. But no. Here's what me and Tori worked out. There's only two people that would really show up and even make waves. Shawn Michaels, who looks terrible.
Shawn Michaels, I read somewhere that he said he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, but it's Shawn Michaels. I mean,
they're gonna have to throw a huge amount of money for him to even think about it. To be honest.
And the other choice is Mick Foley.
No, those are really like two. Mick Foley is worse off than Shawn.
And so here's what I told Tori. Here's what I think they're gonna lean to because they've been doing more of this. I think this year instead of putting in like a nostalgia guy, unless they bring in somebody like I'm not saying exactly, but somebody like
Hey, Terry.
just appears there, or just somebody they bring in like that was there before, like even in Ruthless Aggression. I think that they're going to lean more towards NXT guys. or NXT UK.
Yeah, and I feel like it's that time now because if you really think about it, you have this is the time that you have to start really going back to trying to create your own stars. The one guy that you had that could be argued to be a legit star, he's fighting leukemia.
Yeah, he's trying to win the leukemia Royal Rumble. Right?
Like he's really in like the biggest fight of his, like literally in the biggest fight of his life. So you don't have him, so now you have to go back to trying to do something. And I feel like that's what they're trying to do now, because I know a lot of people are writing Finn Balor off. But I'm not ready to write him off yet for this Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah, because that's what Lesnar wants. I'm not. But here's the thing, Anthony. You know, you look at SmackDown, they have still got a lot of top. I've said this since like 2000. I've said this for a year now. SmackDown is very top heavy. Not a really good. They're really the two things that they don't really have is a mid card and a tag team division. I mean, Raw has a tag team division that they poorly use. SmackDown doesn't have one. They have 3 teams. That's about it. 4 when the Bludgeon Brothers return, which I heard they might come back Tuesday. But we're not going to talk about the rumor.
I miss the Bludgeon Brothers, especially after I think Akam is injured now.
Yeah.
My coming for the Rumble entrance. I would love to see Wade Barrett have another one.
Yeah, I would like to see that, but I don't know if that's possible yet.
He's in the UK and he's seen knee deep in it.
You know, and I wouldn't mind seeing like Kevin Thorne or Gangrel show up. I know Anthony.
Gangrel, you know, if I see Gangrel, funny thing, Gangrel is actually the Vanguard Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion right now. So I'm planning on seeing him and Double J on the 2nd of February.
I actually, a buddy of mine is going to be there. He's going to stream it for me. I want to see what the fuck Gangrel's doing now. But, you know, here's my thing. Like, you look at SmackDown, there's a lot of guys who could win it. Now, I know Miz isn't going to win it. They're not even going that route. But, you know, if you're going to do something with Samoa Joe, you need to do it soon. You have Nakamura. He's not going to win. He won last year. There's no way they're going to go Nakamura. Rusev's not going to win it. I mean, but you still got, like, you know, AJ, you've got, no, I'm going SmackDown. No, you got SmackDown. You have the availability to put Mustafa Ali up in there, but we know that. But, you know, SmackDown's got a lot of names that could win it. Joe, AJ, Miz,
Mustafa, maybe. Miz.
Andrade, not Randy Orton. Please keep him far, far away. Somebody.
I don't know. I kind of want to see Randy Orton, what he does with it now. Heel Randy Orton is just so much different from Babyface Orton.
But I don't want to see Randy Orton main event another WrestleMania.
That's fair.
But Anthony, look on the opposite side. I mean, dude, look at, you know, you're a heat check guy. How many guys on SmackDown? We could at least name 8 people: Nakamura, Rusev, Miz, AJ, Joe. You know, you really want to mix it up. You really want to go down that roster. You know, you really want to look at it. You know, you could start pulling. You could pull Andrade. I don't see Ray winning it. I don't see the purpose of that. You know, you could pull. You know, you could start pulling other names like Mustafa Ali. You know, or just a wild card win it. You know,
right.
SmackDown. But you look at Raw, because the way Raw was booked for over a year, everybody has been sacrificed to getting Roman Reigns over as champion. Seth Rollins going down, and that match with Dean was garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
And I feel like a lot of why Lashley even won the title Monday is because of how bad Dean has been with the title.
Yeah, and the thing about Dean is, it seems like they weren't really sure what direction because they had to rush to put him in that role. They're not getting him over.
I'm sorry, it's like everything they've done with Dean has been the opposite of what they should have done. Like, I'm sorry. The added parts of his theme song makes me want to turn it off.
Who's?
Dean's.
Yeah, that is annoying. I don't know why they did that.
Because
Ivory
they
Russo
don't know
does
what
need a big
direction
push.
they're going in. Yeah, and that's the thing. SmackDown, there's a lot of guys that can win, but Raw, you know, there's only two guys that they can even utilize. I mean, Seth, based on his performance, I mean, his standing really isn't that great either.
Yeah.
Drew is really the only one, and Drew and Lashley are really the only two that they've built into anything.
Yeah. I need to say this before I forget. The biggest thing is going to happen next week. Andrade and Rey are going to have a best 2 out of 3 falls match on Raw, on SmackDown.
I'm actually looking forward to that. I feel like they're going to go.
As good as their match was on Tuesday, I just have this feeling that it's going to just top that.
Yeah, and I have no problem with that, man. I just wished it was on pay-per-view. I wish they would say it for the Rumble.
And I said that Tuesday. That was the first thing I said about the match. This match did not deserve this. This show did not deserve this match. This match deserved to be on Royal Rumble.
But the thing is, if it was at Royal Rumble, they would have fucking put it on the fucking pre-show. Get the fuck out of here. You're putting Rey Mysterio and Andrade Cien almost on the fucking pre-show. Get the fuck out.
I did the short that I had to charge my phone.
I'm not, okay, it's fine. I'm not lying though, Anthony. Like, you know, the reason that I go with the Royal Rumble question is because this year, the Royal Rumble, there's really more question marks because they can't go the traditional route. Everything in WWE is fucked up right now. And they're really going to have to, and like I said, I feel like we're going to get an NXT influx, which they've been slowly implementing more NXT into the Rumble, which is good because these guys are getting exposure and they have a fan base.
I want to see my boy Adam Cole baby again this year.
Yeah, well, Royal Rumble was the one time a year that we can get, you know, where Vince is kind of like, fuck it, let's have some fun with it, yeah. It's a fun pay-per-view.
Yeah.
To me, it's their best pay-per-view of the year.
And I was reading somewhere it's the hardest one to really write. Like, the writers really have a hard time writing the show. Because they have to write everything about the show, who eliminates who comes in where, and everything like that. So it's hard to write this match, and they got to do it twice.
But I have a question for you, Anthony.
What's that?
I think you think will be a special surprise, like
For what?
I don't know.
Say it again.
I'd like to say Pete Dunne.
who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant, like a returning entrant? They always have at least one.
Returning?
Let's say Bray.
Bray.
That's the one thing.
Because he's been working. He's been working. He just hasn't been on TV.
On TV. He's been at house shows. He's been on some SmackDown house shows from what I heard. Apparently, him and Eric Rowan were in a tag match at a SmackDown house show.
Yeah, he's been doing stuff since he came back at the Starrcade.
But he wasn't on the Starrcade card either, as far as like TV.
No, he wasn't on TV, but that was the first time he had been seen since God knows when.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing face Bray Wyatt gimmick, but he keeps, a while back he was doing those tweets about, changing his gimmick and, regretting his evil ways.
Yeah, I was wondering what they were going to do with that, but they kind of just stopped it. It was odd.
I think it's WWE. They probably had plans for him, but then they're like, nope. You know what? Now second thought, nope. But it could be the other problem too that WWE suffers. Of the creative writers that were with the team at the time that was about to happen could have quit, and then they got new writers and they don't know what to do with it, so they just dropped it. Because that's always been WWE. They have a high turnover rate for creative.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see where that ends up going, because it was something that I felt like, I was talking to another group of people about. Y'all remember what Sean O'Hara's gimmick was?
Oh,
The Devil's Advocate gimmick.
that one where he's the one where he was like doing those weekly vignettes. It's like you want to cheat on your wife.
Yes,
Hey,
yes, that. I feel like Bray could have worked that perfectly.
You said
Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Bray, yeah.
He could have did what O'Hara could never do, and I was really hoping they would go with that gimmick, and then they just stuck him with Piper.
but the thing was, it's like those vignettes. He was getting over with those, and the thing is, Sean O'Hara's dad was a legend. Like Tori was telling me, I didn't know Sean O'Hara was a second generation wrestler. But apparently he's a second gen, and they don't know what to do with. They didn't know what to do with it. That's literally what that was. But I listened to an interview he did like years later. He was they were primed and ready for him to get a major push, and then for some reason he says a different creative team came in and says, "Well, we don't know what the plans were for the siblings. We're going to have to write you a new gimmick."
Oh, that's what happened.
It comes, but the thing is like the production value on that was wasted. And I'm like, this is the bad part about WWE. Their production value sometimes really overshadows what the wrestler's actually going to do. Like, am I wrong, Anthony? How many good promos could we have got out of Sean O'Hara?
Oh yeah, that would have been great.
He was killing it, man. He was good. No, like my friend Kevin said, it's different when you're in a pre-screened, pre-recorded thing and you're getting into it because you can retake it, re-edit it, but when you're on the microphone in that ring, there's no retake.
Right.
And maybe Sean O'Hara fucked up somewhere. I mean, that was what Kevin was saying, but come to find out, it was just because the people, the two guys that were writing for this, ended up leaving. One left because of health problems, and the other one quit. So that's what the thing is that the production value was still there. They could have still done it. Like,
Yeah.
How much money do you think they wasted on shooting those vignettes each week?
Quite a bit.
And then we got fucking Roddy Piper or something.
Is there anything else WWE wise that's worth talking about?
No, because other than Royal Rumble, that's the big thing coming up. A lot of our listeners are really wanting to know.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Say it again. So what else what else do we need to go over? I noticed some there was something interesting that happened on New Japan. I remember that.
Well, Tanahashi, since winning the title, Tanahashi has been on a tour, music tour. You heard me correctly.
A music tour?
That is correct.
Is he doing duets with Elias?
That would be awesome, but I don't think he is.
Shame.
What else is going on? The CMLL, there's a CMLL tag tournament going on in Japan right now. I haven't watched any of it, not because I don't care, but because I don't care.
Not because I don't care, but because I don't care.
There was a special tag match where Tanahashi was in a movie called My Dad is a Heel Wrestler, where he portrays, here, let me see if I can find this match. It is like Makabe, Okada, Tanahashi, and Taguchi are portraying their characters from this movie in the tag match. And it's pretty funny. Let me see if I can find it. It is, alright, here it is. It is Dragon George, it's Dragon George, that's Okada, Sweet Gorilla, Maruyama, that's Togi Makabe, Jinbei mask, and Gilki Berry mask. That's Tanahashi and Taguchi in a special tag match from the movie My Dad as the Heel Wrestler. So, yeah. Not sure how that's going to go.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Tama Tonga has been trending on Twitter. He's posting a lot of good guy posts, you know, because, you know, both with him turning over a new leaf and everything.
Oh, is he still on his New Year, New Me thing?
Yeah. He changed his name on Twitter to The Good Guy. He is the Good Guy, Tama Tonga now.
New Year, New Me.
Yeah. And he's not changing anything for it. Let me see if I find it. Yeah. He is the good guy. Tama Tonga. Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's going to say he found Jesus.
He's tweeting everybody. He said he's got Finn Balor to win. He wants Bullet Club. He wants Walt Culture. He wants Walt Culture He wants Walt Culture to come to the Bullet Club block party. Shit.
I hate Facebook. I really do.
So yeah. But Tama Tonga is turned over a new leaf.
Oh, he fucking killed that. You know he did. This is just build up for that fucking Bullet Club block party. We all fucking know it.
No. Also, Kushida has stated why he was leaving Japan, and that's creative differences. He said he wanted to turn heel and join Bullet Club, but Gato decided it wasn't a good idea. He turned it down, so he's leaving. To expand.
Because he's like the most faciest face of all baby faces, man.
He is.
Right.
Really is. Kushida is ridiculously face.
Yeah, and the thing is somebody actually suggested after we talked about that on Mobile Report, what if they slowly turned him into a Japanese Biff Tanner?
I don't know what that is.
His gimmick is from Back to the Future. He's playing the Marty gimmick, but the thing is, Biff Tanner was the bully from movies. So why couldn't they have turned him into like a Biff Tanner?
So is it official that Kushida signed with E?
Yeah, he's already signed with the E.
Oh, so it is.
So where do y'all see that going for him? Like, are they gonna move him over to 205, or are they gonna put him on NXT
He's
for
probably
that?
going to go to NXT then 205 because there's no way he's not NXT. There's no way he's not going to go NXT first.
Yeah.
So this next NXT class is looking really interesting. You have ACH, possibly.
Shane Strickland's not official. Shane Strickland's not.
I'm gonna count him as a possible, because I just feel like he is gonna happen.
I have a question, Anthony and Isaac.
What?
What do you guys think that Keith Lee's real standing is right now? Because man, every time I turn around, he's eating a W. He's eating an L.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know why he ate that L against Cassius.
Because they're not really pushing him anywhere. They're utilizing him, but they're not pushing him anywhere. And a lot of people are thinking that it's because they're just going to hold off on him until ACH gets there.
What's ACH got to do with Keith Lee?
Team.
They had a good match.
Tag team. They're a former tag team. Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do with it. Like, literally, that's probably
I don't know. I'm not really the most concerned about it because, I mean, if you look at it, that's the same thing. That's the same thing I've been saying about Almas. When Almas came up, he was kind of like, when he didn't show up as often, but when he showed up, usually he had good matches. He put on a great match with Sin Cara. But then he started eating pins. First he actually tapped out to AJ. He ate a few pins. He lost to Daniel Bryan. Everything. So he was eating pins. But now we're starting to see now that he's starting to really get back on the winning side. Even I don't think he's going to win Tuesday because 50-50 booking.
Yeah.
I feel like that there's going to be some kind of shoddy finish, and they're going to book him against Ray at Royal Rumble. Because to be honest, there's no way they're giving these matches away on live TV if they don't have something for Royal Rumble.
Yeah, there's
Like
got to
you
be
said,
something.
They have a lot of trouble, and I feel like Almas is going to win on SmackDown, or there's going to be a questionable law. There's going to be like a questionable no contest. One of the two, and either Ray's going to win or Almas is going to beat Ray, and they're going to start pushing him. And that's really the ceiling of that. They're going to either push him to do something else, or Ray's going to win. And fuck it. That's the end of that.
I feel like Almas is going to get the better of it just because he's the next guy. Outside of him, the only other Hispanic guys that you have is Humberto Carrillo and I can't even think of his name right now. I haven't seen him so long.
Mendoza.
Yeah, Mendoza.
And they're going to be up. They're going to tackle off.
Yeah. I mean, Carrillo is working on 205 at this point, I believe.
Because no way Jose's been utilized so well.
But he's not. I wouldn't consider him Hispanic. He's Brazil. He's Brazil.
Well, yeah, I know, but they try to book him as Hispanic. But the point is, he doesn't even show up on social media. He's like in the background of.
Well, I think you'll see him more. I think you'll be seeing No Way Jose a lot more often now since the Cowboys are not playing football anymore.
Oh.
You got the joke now. He's done being a running back for now, so he's gonna be doing more wrestling.
Anthony, you know what's funny?
What's up?
I was reading a lot of stuff about how Sami Zayn and who else was it that was at the Performance Center? Not KO. Sami Zayn, and there was two others, and I know Alexa Bliss is working at the Performance Center, but they're taking it slow with her.
As they
I know
should.
that they're. It was Sami Zayn, and there was like two more. I know one of them was Luke Harper, and there's like two other guys that were working. So I feel like Sami Zayn is somewhere close to a return. But for those of you that are getting to say, who'll be at the Rumble, it's a surprise. No, he's not.
No, because he's already said that he's not. For one, he said he's not anywhere near being ready. And the second thing was he said that he's not really rushing it.
No, well, why would he? Because if KO's not there, they're just going to have him come back and be a fucking job.
And I feel like Kevin Owens is really I feel like they already have Kevin Owens' story set for his return. Bobby Lashley is Bobby Lashley was the one that took him out, and Bobby Lashley is the Intercontinental Champion. There goes your WrestleMania story right there.
So basically, you're saying we're going to get a face Kevin Owens.
It was already set to be a face for Kevin Owens when the attack happened.
Well, he's either heel or face. He's still going to love him because.
Right. I mean, the fans have loved Kevin Owens for the longest.
Since he got here. I haven't seen him more.
That's because he was a great Universal Champion and had, everybody loved that Jericho Kevin Owens storyline. Everybody loved that.
I had the pleasure of sitting on a Raw when they were together. It was beautiful.
Lucky.
I bet you Kevin Owens got to live his childhood dream, man. That's
working with Jericho? Yeah. Even though their WrestleMania match was pretty was a letdown, but still the story was fine.
Their SmackDown match was better, and that's not anything to write.
Yeah, the one in Richmond? Yeah. The crazy thing is my friend, he doesn't even watch wrestling. He was like he enjoyed that. And he said the Jinder Mahal was huge.
Yeah, he is, but he's also fucking stiff as fuck. He's gotten a lot better though. That's the bad part. Now that he's not champion, he's gotten 20 times better in the ring.
It takes time, but I'm kind of hoping that they do something pretty solid with Jinder for sometime soon.
Besides have him winning at house shows, that and having random matches on Raw that pertain that revolve on the women's mixed match challenge, which was a joke.
Anybody else feel like they're bummed out because we already know who the number 30s are for both Rumbles? I just don't like the idea of having knowing that we already know the number 30. It's about as bad as knowing who the number 1 and number 2 are.
What is this for?
The Royal Rumbles, because we know the number 30s for both Royal Rumbles.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the thing about the number 30 is like you don't know. And I mean, we have been let down by the number 30 in the last few years. The Rey Mysterio in that 1 year, the Roman Reigns situation a few years after that. But I mean, it's always something that like it keeps you on your feet. But now it's like 29 comes, like okay, now we're just waiting for R-Truth. Okay, now we're just waiting on Carmella. It's not like either one is going to win.
I hope not.
I would be very surprised if R-Truth won. And you know the thing is, it sucks because I felt like R-Truth should have been a WWE champion by now. Matter of fact, when he was a heel, that was the perfect time to do it.
Oh, yeah.
His match at Capital Punishment was good.
Should have put some title on it. But,
I mean, he is a former NWA champion.
Exactly. Well, what do we know? You know?
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, me too.
Hey man, we can end this if y'all want to.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
No, most of the people were more concerned about Royal Rumble. Then we pretty much covered the news and some topics people wanted to hear about. So.
Well, I can also say for Rise Wrestling turned War heel as if she wasn't heel already. I want to call heel turn her turn.
More heel.
I'll get more of that. Paradise Lost is still their tag team champions for Rise. Mercedes Martinez is still the Phoenix of Rise champion. She retained. So, both main champions retained.
Why is Gregor Hills running like that?
Oh, God.
I'm watching the 07 Royal Rumble right now, so I'm sorry.
Saying both champions retained, so.
But y'all ready for Final Thoughts? Or are you still going to the phone?
Yeah.
All right, so who wants to start us off?
Isaac.
I'll go. I'm so glad that Rosemary's back. Like, Twitter. By the way, fun fact, you know what she calls her knee brace that she has to wear now?
What?
A cybernetic enhancement. That is correct. She calls it a cybernetic enhancement.
It's going to enhance, all right.
Mm-hmm. Is that, and
I'll address that in my thoughts. Oh, hell yeah, it is.
Those things so good right now.
I'm talking about wrestling in general, right?
It's all good right now. So. And FTTB. No, FTTP.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. We're keeping
FTCB. It's okay. We're not going to say what it means. We're just going to say it. FTCB.
You get it, right?
Yep.
you get?
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah, we're keeping this like in Anthony, it sounds like the cold weather is really hitting you hard today, man.
Oh, this is interesting. Greg Hardy lost his first match by DQ.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too. Saw that.
Yeah, what was it, Jamie?
Somebody
Before we
said
get
that.
off,
Excuse me.
go ahead with your final thoughts, Donovan.
My final thoughts are simple. We're going to still do WVPW Battle Royale. I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow, but we are fucking doing that. As it's gonna happen. And I just had a really terrible day. Rise was actually a highlight of my weekend. I enjoyed it.
Okay, did you watch all of it?
I did not, but I got to see a lot of the show. Like most of it, like all of the big shit that happened.
Wait,
Yeah, I wanted to talk.
how did you watch it?
Oh, I have fucking Roku.
Man, I wish you would have sent me a link or some shit.
Hey, before I get to my final thought, I do want to bring this question up.
Link to my Roku?
My point is, I had to wait for it to come out on the
Day, 'cause
Before I do my final thought, Jamie actually brought this question up. I was supposed to bring it up today. How big would CNA become if they didn't screw up their relationship with New Japan?
huge.
I think that would have been what. There would be no need for AEW if they didn't screw up their relationship with New Japan.
you know what's really sad, Anthony?
What's that?
Impact at one point had a great relationship with UK too, but Dixie Carter fucked a lot of that up.
Yeah.
And you know what else would have made TNA bigger? Not hiring Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, Dixie Carter was a fangirl. That was the problem. She was a fucking fangirl running the fucking wrestling promotion. That's why you saw all the old hat talent beating the homegrown.
Bischoff. Hogan.
No, Bischoff actually did some good for the company. Some good ideas. It's just that they weren't really utilized properly because Hogan didn't like them. But
Bischoff has a
actually
great
did.
mind. It's just sometimes this stuff doesn't come out the way he thinks it.
Well, it's like
Wait, you said it was
it's
on
like
Roku. What's it on Roku? I mean, the cut show. What was it on Roku?
picking up.
Oh, it's CM Punk.
We tried to.
They have a Rise video app where people just post Rise videos.
I got Roku.
All right, so my final thoughts are FTTB, and also I don't know. I really don't have any final thoughts today. My mind is all over the place today. But with that being said, you all, we're gonna get on out of here. Y'all have an amazing Martin Luther King Day. We almost there, y'all. It's almost that time. I gotta do my facts. I'll be starting up on the first week of February for all Heat Check shows. I will be doing a Black History Moment in wrestling, and Ronda Rousey may or may not be included in that Black History Moment.
Get out of here with that shit.
You're a comedian. Yeah.
He's the Boulder.
she is eligible to be a part of the Black History Moments in wrestling.
Oh, you know what, Anthony? You know what? I'm gonna actually talk to Tori about doing some. Maybe we could all operate on some ideas.
Yeah.
All sides.
I did something similar last year, but I just kind of it was more broader. So I was discussing other things because I brought up I actually brought up Harrison B. Wilson Jr., who happens to be Russell Wilson's grandfather. So
We should bring up. Tori could do it on retro and just like. So That way we don't take your ideas. Because I know this week we're going to be doing what's called History Block. We're going to be talking about Greg the Hammer Valentine, who, by the way, is still wrestling.
What did you find it on the Roku?
They have a Rise thing on Roku, dude. They actually have. It's mostly just like a bunch of
Hit me with it.
Rise videos, and somebody posted a lot of like highlights from the show.
Yeah. So, Jamie, the kids tell me I say yo a lot too. So, yeah. But, y'all have a great night. We will see you all later. I will see you all Tuesdays along with Isaac. And y'all know the schedule. So, be easy.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes.
Be sure you also have We'll Get Bike to You Tuesday.
We'll get bites to you Tuesday. Peace, love, and chicken wings. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Peace, love, and chicken wings.